I'm okay. All right. Hello, 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 and welcome to Friday Focus. This is episode 6. And in this episode, I am talking about ethical AI, how to use AI, specifically today, ChatGPT, because there's all kinds of AI tools. There's in video, I can't even name them all. There's so many different tools and apps and software, websites where you can go and use AI. Even Meta has just now launched their own AI. Pretty powerful stuff. I just watched Mark Zuckerberg talk about um, his AI platform. I mean, some amazing stuff that Meta is getting ready to do with AI. It's already started. You can go use it. They even created a brand new website for it. I think it's meta.ai.com or meta.com. It's meta.ai.com or ai.meta.com. Anyways, it's out, it's available for you to try and everything, and they're expanding it and making it even better than what it already is. It's pretty powerful as it is. I'm not a real tech person, so I don't understand all the some of the what do you call it? The data part that he was talking about, the intricacies of what AI encompasses, what makes it AI. So he was saying, rambling off, and they had little paragraphs underneath that kind of explain what he was talking about, but I didn't fully get that or understand it or anything. So, anyways, I highly suggest you go check that out. I've been playing with it since yesterday because yesterday was when it was launched the day before. And then yesterday I heard about it, and that's when I went and played with it. So go check it out. AI. But right now I'm going to focus on ChatGPT since ChatGPT was the first really big company to come out where AI was available to use for everybody. AI has been around for a while, but I'm talking about in the sense that it is now. But my point today is the focus, that's Friday Focus, is using it ethically because now what people are doing just try to make a buck. And I understand money's tight, economy's high, things are tough for people. You're trying to make some money, honey. I'm trying to do the same thing. Um, but there's a right way and a wrong way to use ChatGPT. And if you haven't heard of ChatGPT, it is a company that created AI, artificial intelligence, and it will assist you. It'll answer questions, help you come up with ideas, help you create and plan different things, whether it's for personal or business, but it's there to help assist, help you not completely use it and not interject your own self into it. And that's the difference where there's some people out there, let's just say, they realize that there's big business in coaching. So they go to AI, ChatGPT, and says, create me a, $1,000 coaching program. And then they slap their name on it and put it on the website and call themselves a coach for whatever it is. And they have no reason being a coach. They have no right to call themselves a coach, no formal, not that you need formal education, because like my book publishing coach has told me, or told all of us, is that if you've lived it, experienced it, gone through it, and found a way to get through whatever it is you're getting through, you can coach on that particular subject matter. So, and I believe that too. Doesn't hurt to get some formal education too, just to get the foundations and things set. Even though you already know, you've been through it, you've done that, you can tell people all about it, but foundation, but people are not doing that now. Now they're going to AI, create me a coaching program, blah, 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 and slap $1,000 on it, put it out on the website and call themselves a coach. And I feel sorry for those people that sign up for with that coach, thinking that they're going to get this great results and things like this. I mean, who knows? They may, but that may come back to bite them in the butt. Or someone who completely, they want to become an author. They realize that becoming an author is one of the best marketing tools out there for business owners and entrepreneurs is to write a book. So people go to AI, write me a book about 12 steps to making $1 million or something like that. And so AI will spit out a book, they slap their name on it, go get it published, and you know, there's nothing about them in there. There's nothing personal or anything. There's just words from AI. And then here's the real problem with that is if you understand ChatGPT or any tool like this, even the new Meta tool, it pulls information from around the web. The web is going 24/7, and there's all kinds of information that's spinning, 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 spinning around. And ChatGPT will grab keywords out of that by what you asked it to do for you. And so some of those words or phrases may not be yours. Someone might have already said that quote, said that phrase, said that sentence, written that book. You haven't done any research or checked anything. So you're just going to have ChatGPT create this book, slap your name on it, and try to sell it. You could be infringing on someone's copyright, their trademark, um, plagiarism. You can get yourself in a lot of trouble. So I don't recommend you do that. I highly don't recommend that you do that. But instead, I'm going to show you how to use it ethically in a way that is safe and that it's you using AI. I too am writing a book. It should be finished by the end of the year. It's called Becoming a Time Freedom Freak. It's all about thriving by outsourcing and time management. I'm a huge believer of time freedom. So I wrote a book about how not outsourcing and not having the right uh, time management strategies in place almost ruined my business, messing up my marriage and my family life, and how I flipped it around. And then I have each chapter is a step for you to learn how not to do what I did, but do this now, what I do now. anyways, anyways, I wrote that, those are my thoughts, my ideas, my feelings, my processes and framework and blueprint on how to manage your time and outsource to be more productive and make more money and have more time in your life. What I did with ChatGPT is I had it review each of my chapters, letting me know, is there a better way I could have said this? Is there, I don't like this word. What other word could I use instead of this one? So it was kind of like my right arm. I love ChatGPT for that. It's like my buddy, my business partner, my assistant that's helping me ensure that I'm putting my best foot forward, that I'm professional, but yet still me. So I didn't ask ChatGPT to write my book. I asked ChatGPT, how can I make this chapter better? So after I wrote my chapter, I looked at it and I'm like, it's good, but I want to say, I want to say this, but I don't know how to say it where it would look good in a book or make sense to other people. So I put my chapter in ChatGPT and I have to almost write a whole paragraph or two to explain to ChatGPT what I want that chapter to feel like and look like. So I took my words, put it in ChatGPT, and then I wrote, can you tell me if this chapter is good as it is, or can I add more or take something out? And then after that, I said, I want this chapter to feel like this. The point I'm trying to get across in this chapter is this. Are there other words that I can use that are uh, easy to read and understand, but still professionally casual? That's one of the two words I always tell ChatGPT to do is keep whatever I'm writing or put out there professionally casual. And I was like, I'm trying to get this feeling and I want to resonate with this audience on this part, but I don't know if I'm doing that in the right way. And I literally talk like that to ChatGPT, like I would my friend, my neighbor, my mom, or my husband or something. Literally, that's how I type it, or I'll speak it and tell ChatGPT, like, I hope you get what I'm trying to say. I'm not good at writing, so I want to make sure that this chapter is understandable, reader friendly, and that they will be able to connect with it and relate to it in the way that I want them to. It's this kind of feeling this kind of tone, this is the point I'm trying to get across. So I said all that, like I said, I wrote 2 paragraphs just on the instructions because I really want ChatGPT to understand the focus of the chapter. I want ChatGPT to understand how I'm trying to feel. And that's why I asked, do you get my chapter? Does it make sense to you? Do I need to add anything? Do I need to delete something? Is there words that would be better than what I'm using? And then in 1.3 seconds, it spit out a whole new chapter. But even before that, it actually told me what it thought. So at the top, there's a sentence. Well, it says something like, well, this is great. And I think your readers will understand where you're coming from, but you might want to rephrase this way and add a few little things. Here's what I came up for you. And then it gave me 2 options actually. So it created 2 chapters, took my chapter and made 2 more chapters in 1.3 seconds. It's crazy, right? The speed of ChatGPT or AI in general. But anyways, so it gave me 2 options to look at. One where it did a little bit and one where it did change some of the wording and phrases a little bit more, the sentence structure and things like that. And I was like, whoa, that's exactly what I'd like. I picked I think it was the second one on the right side, but I was like, that's exactly what I wanted to say. That's exactly how I'm feeling. That's what I want the audience to feel. And I was like, I didn't even think to use that word or those phrases. I'm like, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is awesome. I still got to send it to Tyler, who's the editor that Patrick Snow recommends, but that's exactly how I felt, and that's what I wanted to get my point across. And ChatGPT knew exactly. But what did I have to do? I really had to talk to him. I call it a him. You can call your ChatGPT a her, but I think of him as a dude. I don't know why. I just do. But I'm like, dude, this is totally cool. This is exactly what I wanted. So that's how you write a book. You write your book. I use Word and I just went in there and wrote the book, wrote my chapters and blah, 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 blah. And now I'm using ChatGPT to help me make it clear, to make it concise, and to make it resonate with what I'm really truly trying to say. This is what I'm really trying to say in this chapter. Am I saying that? Am I using the right words or phrases that says exactly what I want my chapter to say, what I want people to get out of the chapter? Is it doing that? And that's what you have to do with ChatGPT. You tell it. And I'm going to show you really quick how you can train ChatGPT to start thinking like you so that you don't have to keep saying these phrases. It'll already know how you feel your tone. Because you want to tell ChatGPT about you, your style, your likes, your dislike, your business name, your nickname. Do you have kids from your favorite color, your favorite hashtags and all this? You tell it that. Right? And it will respond using what you tell it to. But even in the response, whatever you tell it to do, you always add yourself. So my book is not plagiarized. I didn't pull information from anywhere else. Everything in my book is me. I wrote it. I thought of it. It came out of my brain. I just use ChatGPT as an assistant to help make it more relatable and easy to read and make sure that what I wrote is exactly how I want it to feel with the chapter, if that makes sense to you. But I'm going to screen share. I know we all got stuff to do and I don't like wasting time and I'm busy too. So yeah, let me screen share if I can. Where is the screen share? There it is. Okay, screen share. Okay. All right. I'm in ChatGPT right now. Hopefully it shows up that way. But anyways, what you want to do is you can sign up for free and you can sign up for a premium account. Normally I would upgrade. I haven't done it yet, but I probably will because you get a better response and you can hold more. Like, see over here, these are all the things I'm working on. You'll be able to have more of this. I think there's no limit or something like that, where a free account, you can only have so many responses and keep them in here. You have to go in and delete these or whatever so you save space. But right now, I'm still using the free, and that it's working for me. You can do a lot with the free. But I am gonna upgrade because I'm one of those kind of people. I don't like limits. So, I have to have the maximum unlimited data for my internet. On my phone, I have to have unlimited talk text data. I just don't like limits. And I want all, like with Canva, I did free for a while I was learning how to use the platform, but now that I use it on a consistent basis, um, I needed to upgrade because I want access to everything. I don't like limits, so I wanted it unlimited. So that's just me. And I don't think there's cost that much. Let me see if I upgrade. It doesn't even say the price. Oh, yes, it does. $20 a month. I probably waste more money than that on coffee shops and things like that. So it would be worth it to me to to pay $20 a month. And even as a team, I have a few people that are on my team. I don't, they're using their own, so I don't think this even I need it yet. But um at $25 a month, ooh, an extra $5 per person now. That's not bad. I've got 3 people on my team, so was that 25, 50, 75? That's $100 a month. Um, yeah. So, but like I said, they're using their own because, they're independent contractors and they have their own thing going on. They're just helping me out in my business. So I'm not even going to do this unless I actually start hiring employees or something like that. But anyways, $20, I think it's a really good price. But until you're comfortable using it, you make, yourself familiar with it, just use the free. It has a lot of stuff. And then what you want to do after that, click on your little profile. Once you click on it and click on customize ChatGPT. This is where like I put my age, I'm a woman, I love the 80s decade, I'm an author speaker. I talk about time freedom, my company name, social media, where I live, my number one program is the AIM strategy system and what it stands for, what the AI and M stand for. And then this is how I like it to respond. I always say professionally, but casual tone. I want to make it easy to read and understand. Short and simple to the point is best, but elaborate when needed. So I'm telling ChatGPT, keep it short and simple, but if you need to interject a word, a phrase, or a sentence in there to clarify it more or to make it make sense, go for, do it. And if I don't like it, I'll just tell her I don't like that sentence, take it out. Um, I tell Coach Valley Girls how my biz name, but my professional name and my company name and things like that. So mutual offering suggestions that came up with ChatGPT. So you tell it, and you can go up to, is it 1,500 characters? I can totally add more. I'm married, 3 kids. I have a grandson. I'm an African American woman. I can, or just say black. All these titles, just say black. But anyway, I can tell it all kinds of things that I want it to know about me. That way, as I'm writing things or asking it to help me create things or come up with things, it knows who I am, how I feel, what I think, what I like, what I don't like, what my tone, voice style, what my message is. And I don't have to keep writing it, but that's what you want to do and enable for new checks. Yeah. I'm going to close this. But, you know, like I said, I always say something like let's say like just recently I wrote an article, or no, I have a 75-page ebook that I wrote 2 years ago. And a lot of the information in there is absolutely still relevant today. Anybody can use it. But I said 75 pages, ew, that's too long. Nobody wants to read all that. If it was a workbook or something where you're actually writing and doing things in a word, that's one thing. But an ebook where you're just reading, that's not cool. So I was like, I think I want to break it up and turn it into articles or blogs, a few different blogs. So I asked ChatGPT, I uploaded my 75-page ebook in here, and I said, can you condense this into a article? And I said, make 5 articles out of this, but 2 paragraphs, 2 or 3 paragraphs, no more than that. an article for my blog. And 1.3 seconds again, it spit it out. And I was just like, wow. And I also told it, as I told it, create an article out of these. I was like, um, looking at the main points of my ebook, there's 5 main points of that ebook. The 5 main points of my ebook, turn each of those points into an article. I only want the article to be 2 to 3 pages, keeping my tone, voice, style, and all that good stuff in messaging. Easy to read, casual, short, sweet, and to the point as much as possible. Poof, 1.3 seconds. I got 5 articles out of that ebook. I'm not saying there's no way I couldn't have done that on my own, but I couldn't have done it in 1.3 seconds. I sure couldn't. It would take me a couple hours probably to take a 75-page ebook and each point and try to break that down into a couple of sentences. I wouldn't have. If there was no ChatGPT or AI, I would hire somebody to do it for me because that's too much time. I ain't got that time. So, but amazingly, it 1.3 seconds, I did that. Now I've written 70 ebooks. I can take all of those ebooks and rechange them around, cut them up into, I'm making content out of them. They're still good stuff. Some ebooks are irrelevant because we no longer do a lot of those things I was talking about way back then in 2015. We're not even doing that stuff anymore, but a lot of it we're still doing. So I wanted to change it. What I also did, as it condensed my 75-page ebook into 5 blog posts, I told it anything outdated, anything pre-2022, if it's relevant, keep it. If it's not, delete it. And it did. I was just like, I love you. You're maybe that's why I call it a dude, because I'm like, wow, that is awesome. It just would have took me a whole lot longer to have to go through, pull out the old stuff, keep what was relevant, add in new technologies. And that's what I did. There's new things that I wanted to share, and I put that into my ebook. So, but I turned it into a 5 article blog instead of an ebook. And I said, that way now I've got 5 pieces of content that I can share as a blog, and then also put in any relevant links that relate to that article. So ChatGPT is wonderful for that. But you can have it do anything. Let's just say you're getting ready to have a meeting. You are the host of a networking group and you want to come up with some an outline or an agenda. So you can tell it, create a fun agenda for a 1 hour networking group. We do 30-second commercials about ourselves and our businesses. We have a business owner doing a 15-minute business presentation, and then leave time for Q&A. I'm doing a 10-minute business tip on email marketing headlines, and then Q&A, and then we leave time for shout outs and event promotion, and that's it. And so, and then I would say use, oh no, it doesn't need that, because this is something just for myself agenda. And you click enter, and the 1.3, there he goes. It says absolutely. And it gives you an outline, welcome, and tells you how many minutes you should do that, 30 seconds, business presentation 15. It's wonderful and it's great. Tells you how many minutes, that way you're staying on track and on time. And some closing remarks. There we go. Okay, provide. I wasn't going to do all that because this is a Zoom meeting. I should have specified this is a Zoom meeting, so there's no need for refreshments or snack. But hey, very cool. It did all of that. I didn't have to think about it. I mean, I had to think about it because I wanted to agenda based on what the meeting is actually about, but I didn't have to write all of this out. Now I can leave this on the screen, and as I do the Zoom, I can just go through, okay, welcome everybody, and then introduce the purpose of the network group. So it's really a great way to just help you stay on track, stay on task. And then if you want to, let's say you are, you have an article, like I said, I wrote an article all about all about um, attraction marketing. Could you write that article to include my AIM strategy system, which is all about attracting, informing, and motivating your audience to take action with you. Keep the article professionally casual, easy to read and understand, short and to the point. I want to highlight yourself in your message, keeping it real in your tone, and knowing your audience on a personal level to connect, resonate better. Okay, so I'm not asking it, write me an article on attraction marketing. Write me an article on attraction marketing, but include these. Whatever you do on ChatGPT, you want to interject your personal self. Make it your own. Don't just write me an article on this and then take it as is. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't do that because then, like I said, you take a chance on it being plagiarized and copyrighted and trademarked and all this other stuff. But I'm going to show you another tool. So we're going to write this article. I'm going to click enter. Mastering Attraction Marketing, Guide to the AIM Strategy. So it's using my AIM strategy system. Drawing customers to you, valuable content and powerful framework designed to attract, inform, and motivate your audience to take action. Oh, it's going through each one. Attract, inform, and motivate. What you get, blah, 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 blah. It's about inspiring individuals to engage brand. Okay, in conclusion. Oh, okay. This is actually really good. All right. Fantastic. Thank you, ChatGPT. So what I'm going to do now with this, I'm going to show you another tool I use. I'm going to go ahead and copy it. And I'm going to open up Grammarly. I don't know if you heard Grammarly, kind of like makes your sentences correct, spelling, grammar, and all these other things. There is a free version, but it's very, very limited. I think the paid version that I'm doing is $13 a month, something like that. It's not that expensive. Again, know me. Well, you know me now. I don't like limits. So the free version only let you put so many texts and, spaces and punctuations are included in that character limit. So I was just like, there we go with the limits again. That's how they get you. all these limits, and I hate limits. But anyways, there's two things that I like Grammarly for. So I'm gonna paste the article that it just did. And first it asks you like what's your article for, what it's about. So is it a general audience? I'm gonna keep it general. I mean, it is business, but I'll keep it business. And what's the intent? My intent is to inform people about the AIM strategy and attraction marketing. I keep it knowledgeable because the article is geared towards entrepreneurs, business owners, coaches, consultants, agencies. And formality, I don't want it too formal. I don't like using words and phrases that are too collegiate and scholarly and eloquent that just a regular small business owner would not understand. If I can't say it, can't spell it, and don't know what it means, I'm not going to use it. That doesn't make sense because that's not me. I'm just a chill person, lay back, just relax, everyday, normal, average Jane, average Valley girl. But anyway, so I keep it neutral, but I don't want it so informal that they're like, "Yo, what's up?" and all this. No, that's why I always say casually professional, but just be calm and chill and cool because that's how I am. Professional, but I'm just chill, I'm me. All right, I'm gonna click on done. So of course it's gonna give you like, you know, change this phrase, but sometimes I don't do everything that Grammarly says. I don't change everything because I wanted to say that. That's exactly how I wanted to say. I wanted to say the way I want it. And ChatGPT, because it speaks in my tone, voice, and style and resonate, already connects with me, it knows me, it came out just the way I want it to come out. So there's nothing to change for me. But you can accept the different changes. You can right here accept the changes, put robust instead of this, or dismiss it, which is what I do a lot. But what I really use Grammarly for, yes, I look and see if there's other ways I can change the structure. That's not what I really use it for. I really use it for, you see down here, I check for plagiarism. And you know what? You want to keep it, it's going to show you a percentage right over here where it says overall score. It's going to show you a percentage of how much of your content is plagiarized, which means it's because it pulls from the internet, from different articles and blogs and stories and posts and content. It's possible that you're using other people's stuff. But let me tell you something, as long as you keep it in the single digits percent wise, so like 9% and below, you're good because there's going to be words and phrases that you use that everybody else in the world also uses. Of course, that's going to come up because that phrase or that word, like, outsourcing your way to profits. I'm not the only person who says that. One of my keynote talks is called Outsourcing Way to Profits. There's other people that say the same thing and have a similar program. I have the Outsourcing Your Way to Profits program. Other people have that too. That word is not trademarked or anything like that. Millions of people say outsourcing your way to profit. So if I had put that in here, it would come up. Or, time management strategies. I'm not the only, I didn't just come up with time management strategies. Thousands of people come up with attraction marketing. That's not my word. That's not my phrase. That's not my two words. Anybody could say that. So it's, if that pops up as part of your, you know, percentage in your plagiarism, don't worry. And what's cool about Grammarly too, they'll give you the source. They'll go and look at it. And so I'll go check out, they'll give you the link to the website and everything. You can go look and see where somebody used the same phrase as you. So I'll go look at it. I'm like, oh, he's saying just what I said, but his whole context about his article or whatever is completely different. We just happen to be using the same phrase. There's no copyright issue. There's no infringement. There's no trade. There's nothing. You're not plagiarizing anybody. You guys are just using the same phrase. So you get that? So don't freak out. But anyways, when you click on this, it's going to check. Thinking, should I play music? While we wait. Come on now. Come on, you guys, jam with me. Bounce, bounce. Okay, so I'm at how many percent? About 2%. That's that's really good. Something about Church SEO complete guide and TeleCrunch. Let me go see what it used. So you can click on it frequently and respond to SEO, blah, 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 blah. Oh, attract. So it's just talking about SEO and attraction marketing and how it attracts the audience and stuff. Ooh, I'm scared now. I'm using the word attract, but you get what I'm saying. If it's, oops, oh, I didn't mean to close that. Darn it. Yeah, it's all gone now. But anyways, you get what I'm saying with I uploaded that. Let me do it again. Uploaded that article and I checked for plagiarism. I'm talking about I've seen on YouTube where somebody just they they didn't interject their own selves into Chat GPT. They didn't add their personality, their own purpose, their own message inside of Chat GPT. They didn't do any of that. They just kind of took whatever Chat GPT spit out and put their name on it and put it out into the world. There's a girl that I watch on there, I forget her name. The Hintons, something with the Hintons. It's her and her husband, but she does all the videos. But anyways, she went and she checked it. It was like 25% plagiarized. That is way too much. The whole article, 25% plagiarized. Even though some would say 25% is still a good number, keeping, plagiarizing. I say keep it in the single digits, 9% or below. Because if it's 9% or below, more than likely it's just a word, a couple of words, or a phrase. It's not the whole like three sentences, a paragraph, or anything like that, where that has happened. People, they're not checking and it's plagiarized. To me, that you're taking someone's whole article that they've written and you're just using it as your own because you use ChatGPT and you took whatever it spit out. That's why you have to put your own self into whatever you put into ChatGPT. Don't just write me a 5-page article on attraction marketing. No, write me a 5-page article. You saw what I just did. I want to talk about my AIM strategy program and all the other stuff that I said to do. That's why I ended up only at 2% because attraction marketing is anybody can use that word and probably thousands of people have already used it. It's not my word, but it's going to come up as no matter what I do. The only way to get most of my stuff is 100% not plagiarized because I literally go to Chat GPT, where is it? And I type and I'll say something like, um, I used to be 300 pounds. It's true, by the way, 300 pounds. And I lost 100 pounds in a year. It was tough. I did it. My diet and moving my ass, drinking. What a journey that was. Can you please make this sound better? Keep it casual, but fix the sentences. Sentence. I can't even spell that. Fix the grammar. The grammar and spelling and keep my tone, style, and voice. Nice. Okay, then look at you, ChatGPT. I didn't even write all that, but this shouldn't be plagiarized. There shouldn't be anything. It should come up zero because I this is my thoughts. It's not about any kind of particular topic or anything that would I'm not coming up with the topic that other people would be talking about, although weight loss is a topic, but let's see. Let's see what it comes up with. I'm gonna delete this one. And it's fun. I think it's fun. Only way it would come up with something is ChatGPT. I figured that. So when you're using I mean, literally, you're just taking what's in your brain and putting it in ChatGPT and then asking ChatGPT to make it look better, sound better with grammar and sentences and spelling and all this other stuff. No plagiarism should be detected because it's literally from you what you're just typing what you want, your thoughts. You're spitting out your thoughts into ChatGPT. There should not be any plagiarism unless your thoughts are thinking other things that other people have said or something like that. So this was my story about my weight loss. No one else has my story. Yes, other people have weight loss stories, but not this one. This one is mine. And I knew this one wouldn't come up with anything because it was my thoughts. So you get this is how I use it. So this is how I use it. I take my thoughts, put it in ChatGPT, and I just ask ChatGPT to make it better. I don't ask it to create things for me and then slap my name on it and put it out there. I write stuff down already. Like when I did my chapters, I asked ChatGPT, help me. I said, my book is about this. Each chapter is about this. Chapter one is about this. Chapter two is about this. Chapter three, blah, blah, blah. There's 12 chapters, blah, 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 blah. And I said, help me create, I want attractive, attention grabbing, page turning chapter titles. Help me come up with some names. Give me quite a few. And then I took a mix of those and put them together. And then I asked ChatGPT opinion. What do you think of this chapter title? Does this work? And things like that. So I spent like hour on ChatGPT just crafting and honing in on the titles of each of my chapter, but they were already mine. You know what I mean? I had already written out the titles of my chapter. I just asked ChatGPT, how can I make it more attractive, more attention grabbing, better? And that's what you do. So that's the main purpose. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. That's how you use ChatGPT ethically. You're not just asking it to create something, slapping your name out there, put it out in the world and charging thousands of dollars for it. No, you're already taking what you already have in your mind, in your thoughts, in your thinking, in your processes, in your writing, your notes, your journal, your checklist, your whatever it is that you do, and you're uploading it or talking it to ChatGPT and you're asking it, is this good? Does this work? How would you change that? Should I leave it? Do is anything grammatically correct? Is my spelling good? Was there a word you would take out? Is there a phrase you would put in? What do you think about this? I'm trying to say this. Am I saying it the right way? Is it written that way? Do you understand what I just wrote? Does it make sense to you? Do you think my audience will connect with it? Those are the kind of things it's the prompts that you give ChatGPT that really make it yours, even though it's already for me. This is for me, it's already mine. These things that I asked ChatGPT to do is stuff that's I've already written, already thought of, already said. I just want to make it better, make it more clear, make it more understandable. I'm not trying to cheat the system by having it write something for me. I've already written it. I just want to make sure I'm writing it in the right way. I'm saying things the right way. And it resonates with the audience I'm trying to make it resonate with, that there's a clear path to my book to whoever I'm trying to reach, or my article to the person I'm trying to reach, my program, And I took my coaching structure and I said, this is my coaching structure. Look it over. Let me know what you think. Do you like this structure? Does it make sense to you? My audience is this age group, this professional, and they're needing help with this. They're struggling with this in their life. My coaching program is the solution that will fix that for them. Can you feel that or see that in the way that I wrote it down? The processes that I use, the step by step strategy that I have in place. Does it make sense? Do I need to change anything, a word or a phrase? But I also tell ChatGPT, I like my coaching program just the way it is. I just want to make it better, more attractive, more attention grabbing, and make sure it's understandable to the person who ends up purchasing it. Do you get that? Do you feel that? And ChatGPT, like I said, it'll answer in a couple of sentences or a paragraph how it feels and what it thinks, and it'll give you one, two, or three examples. One's not that changed. Two, maybe a little bit of stuff has changed. And three, complete restructure. And it's still you. And I upload all of that into Grammarly, zero plagiarism, just like that one I just did, because I thought of it. It's my stuff. ChatGPT is just making it better. I know I'm saying stuff over and over. I really want you all to understand how to use ChatGPT the right way. That's how you use it. Don't go in there and ask it to write an ebook for you, put your name on it, and try to sell it on Amazon. I mean, you can do that. You can do whatever you want. I'm just saying that may come back and bite you in the butt. It just might, because especially if you're not checking it. And plus, doing it that way, you're not even putting your own personality and style into it. You're just taking whatever ChatGPT spits out and trying to sell it. Ew. Come up with your own thoughts, your own ideas, and just have ChatGPT hone it in and make it better, clear for the other person to understand. Don't just take what ChatGPT gives you. And if it looks like I'm looking up, because I've always been told to look at the camera. And so I'm looking at the camera. But then when I go and watch the video, it looks like I'm looking up. So now I'm looking at the screen. And it's hard for me to talk to me because all I see is me. And that's really weird to me. So I don't like looking at me on camera like this. It's just weird to focus on my eyeballs. I need something on my screen. If you have any ideas on how I can focus more on the screen and stop looking at the light on my camera, because see, anyways, okay, I'm done. I'm boring you guys. Thank you for watching Friday Focus. I know it was a little late and a little long, but hopefully it was worth it for you. I have, yeah, I don't have anything. Next Friday Focus, I'm not sure what it's going to be out, but it might be about my trip to DC. Meta is sending myself and 200 other business owners from across the United States to Washington, D.C. to speak to our congressmen and women on the state of small business in America, especially pertaining to digital, being online a lot, and the digital practices and privacy policies and things like that, so that they can make better decisions on our behalf. So I will be representing Washington State, and like I said, there's I think 3 or 4 of us from Washington State. There might be more, who will be representing small businesses. And I will probably do a recap of my trip and anything new that I've learned from Meta, because Meta, when I went 2 years ago, they showed us a lot of new stuff that was happening in Reels and Metaverse and all this other good stuff. So I expect more news about updates on technology and new things happening with Facebook and WhatsApp and Instagram and things like that. So that's probably what I'll do, is recap of my DC trip. But since I will be gone during that Friday Focus, so I'm going to actually skip, supposed to be on Friday the 3rd. I'm going to skip that Friday Focus and do the recap when I get back, because I'll be gone that week. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Have a fabulous, it'll be 3 weeks before the next Friday Focus, episode 7, and it'll be the DC recap, the Meta DC recap. I can't wait to share what I've learned and what happened, and share maybe some pictures and videos of it all. Take care until then. Sorry this is late. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye, everybody.